Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel for a review on the SH Monster Arts Shin Godzilla figure. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at dknight333. Enjoy the review. It's a really nice looking box. I think that's a prototype image of the figure, not actually Shin itself. I could be wrong, but it looks more like a figure to me in that image there. But it's a very cool side of the box. The other side is just plastic where you can see the figure inside. On the other end here we have images of the prototype figure that a lot of people have been upset about since this came out years ago. And it didn't quite turn out looking this good as far as the teeth go and the paint app. But yeah, capable of some cool poses, and these images certainly did get folks excited. I'm assuming because back when this, when it was actually happening, I was aware of the movie, but I wasn't as into it as I am right now because I'm into it big time. You might you might already know that if you're familiar with the channel. I'm getting there. I'm getting to crazy town when it comes to Shin Godzilla. I've just ordered some more stuff. Got a little Shin section growing bigger up here on the shelf. One more still to arrive, plus some other stuff from the movie, different forms, the second and third form by SH Monster Arts, and just still waiting for the 30cm Sakai Rick exclusive X Plus. It's going to be pretty much the top of the mountain, that one. Alright, so yep, nice box. I wish I could display it, but it's pretty big. I'll just let you see specifically everything that's on this version here. You can pause it and read if you want to. Alright, let's get into the review. So, out of the box, I'd say it's a really nice figure of Shin Godzilla if you're not too worried about movie accuracy as far as the reds being present. They're really not. It's strange. Like on the back they're in the right place and they look really nice, but on the front, and I feel like I'm repeating myself of all the different other reviews I've watched on this particular figure and all the same complaints, because it's true they are here on mine too. Yeah, just a lack of red detail anywhere on the front. So it's a bit of a head scratcher. It's an expensive piece on the secondary market anyway. I mean, when he came out, I think folks said it was about maybe $80. I paid more than that for this because I got the fever. I got the Shin fever, and I was out cold for about a week. Just woke up and realized I bought a bunch of these things. What are you gonna do when you get the fever? Very shiny too. He's a shiny figure, so I'd be tempted to go over him in a nice matte charcoal black dry brush. Tone that down a bit, but then if you're gonna do that, why not add in all the red detail? But that sounds like a headache. But yeah, we'll get to posing him in a minute. Just see how he looks turning with the mouth closed. He looks a bit funky. It's almost like there's too much pinkish red going on between the two jaws. I'd have to check. I don't think that's supposed to look like that at all. I think it's supposed to be dark there. That might be what's making it look so damn weird. Yeah, the exposed kind of tendons or gums or whatever that is. Yeah, maybe if that was just a bit darker back there, like right in there, maybe it would look a bit less goofy. But the Poseability does allow for some badass poses that you just couldn't do with, your Van Presto Shin Godzilla, which I still recommend you get one of those. That's reasonable as well. I paid more for this than I did for the Van Presto Godzilla, and that's infinitely better as far as looks, but you can't do anything with it because it's a statue. Vinyl statue, whereas this is a fully posable figure. And yeah, I've got to say, I mean, with a repaint in places and factoring in this posability, yeah, it's a pretty sick piece, man. But you shouldn't have to repaint this. It should be good right out of the box. But seeing this pose like this just gives me the tingles, I'm gonna call them. Looks good. Looks real good. I just tweaked it a bit, kind of getting turned to the side. Again, that looks phenomenal. It's beautiful pose. I mean, I ain't taking any credit for it. It's just a slight tweak, and the figure allows you to just come up with these really natural looking turns and aggressive moments. Very, very cool. Let's see it from the back. Looks awesome too. Wow. Yeah, the tail Poseability, being able to put that wherever you want. It did pop out again when I did this, but it goes straight back on again. Halfway through the tail, kind of just pops out. But wow. This is as straight up as I can get him to pose, as if he's in pain and just roaring upwards. And yeah, that looks pretty decent. I am liking it more and more as the review goes on. Obviously, I'm not forgiving the, what would you even call it, man, the paint attempt here. We'll see that in a minute with comparison. I don't want to get too much into comparisons until every one of the Shins is here, but I will get the NECA one down, and we'll just see how vastly different the approach and execution is. Also, these are very prone to paint chipping, which is it's unacceptable, man. Like, seal the paint before you ship these out. I did have to fix a tiny little tiny little paint chip on his cheek there. It was like a little pin dot basically, but I just fixed it. And what else? That's it for now. But yeah, I'm probably gonna dry brush most of him and dull down some of that shine. He's way too shiny. I think he'd look a lot better, more of a matte finish. I'll just close his mouth actually, and just let you see how he looks, as if he's just kind of strolling through, like when he first showed up. Yeah, nice looking piece. I mean, it is kind of nice the way the light catches him, and although he's not going to look like this most of the time on the shelf, because I've got two LED lamps coming in from the left and the right from above, plus the lights on the ceiling, he's very lit up right now. But he definitely is a bit too shiny. But I still like it. It's going to be interesting trying to score this out of 10 at the end. I'll just give you a close-up look. Yeah, it's the way this area here continues into the red, way into the back of his head there. Just makes it look a bit odd. Yeah, it's definitely, you know, the head sculpt is not the highlight of the piece, that's for sure. It's more just the general posability and the look that you can get away with once he's posed up. But there is some red in here I'm seeing, but very, yeah, there's some on his knee. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see, let me turn him around here. You know, it doesn't look like lava beneath the surface. It just looks like he's really wounded. I don't know, you can barely even really tell that it's red. But yeah, I'm pretty sure these nails should be more of a yellowish tone. Great sculpt though, it's all there. They just went a bit weird with the paint on this one. And that messy bit of red on the front there, check that out. What the hell happened? I'm definitely gonna have to fix this. Nah, I don't really mind. It's not gonna be hard. I'm like that really. I don't really mind getting my hands dirty with the pieces. Pretty much everything I buy to keep. Because I really want it. And I really wanted this. I'm glad he's here. But he needs a lot of work. And he shouldn't have to do that work. It should have been right from the start, you know. But I can see potential here. It's got that weird, creepy / slightly goofy kind of look that Shin has sometimes. Something I was seeing a lot in the videos was when folks would show the articulation in the arm just kind of while they're filming, and it never quite would land in the kind of pose that I was hoping he was going to be able to do in those videos. But I just put the camera down and just spent a little while wiggling gently all these little joints here. There's like 1, 2, 3 plus the wrist. There's a lot of movement you're able to do here. But I just really wanted to know if you could actually get the arms as flat to a side as possible with the palms up and that classic look, and you can get them pretty far in, maybe even more than that if you fiddle with it, but be careful because that's where you get a lot of paint chipping issues. But so far I'm okay. Sometimes you think you spot a paint chip, but it's just where the light's hitting it. I thought I had a few paint chips earlier, but it's just the light, the bright light. Yeah, spines are sharp, just like they said in all those other videos. Watch out, one dude cut himself, and I can see why. They really are sharp, especially these main ones. Very spiky, very hard. Oh, NECA just looks so silly there. I'm sorry, you know I love NECA, I love what they do, but this might be the worst figure I have from them. It's the worst figure I have from NECA. It definitely is. It just looks an absolute state next to the Monster Arts, and especially next to, oh Jesus, it's beautiful. It really is. The Bam Presto. It's just gorgeous. It doesn't move. It's basically a vinyl statue, but who cares? It is absolutely perfect looking. Very curious to know which one's going to be my favorite when the other big guy turns up. Absolutely adore that one. But yeah, height comparisons. So yeah, Bam Presto, SH Monster Arts, NECA. Jesus, looks like he's been on the piss. Looks like a dude wearing a crap. It does. It looks like a cosplayer in a homemade Shin Godzilla outfit. That's what it looks like. Just imagine him bopping around Comic-Con, stopping for pictures. You know, while these two are trying to hold it down in Tokyo. Look at that. Oh, let's just take it. He's too distracting. But I'm the best. So, NECA has way more of the lava red under his skin all over. It's nicely done, paint sealed and protected, so don't have to worry about paint chipping with the NECA stuff. And yeah, the red on this one, it's weird. It's like I said, it's kind of like he's just got blood pouring out of him in places, rather than the lava look. I mean, as you head towards the back, it starts to get a little bit more interesting, but yeah, we'll leave that for now. But I just wanted to give you a little look at the two side by side. I mean, sculpt wise, yeah, massive difference here. That looks way more accurate, but not as accurate as you, my dear. Oh. Alright, I'll show you the tail, but holding it's gross. It looks weird. Very weird. The kind of face, it's kind of sculpted there. It's creepy. And yeah, it's pretty hideous. And it's painted the way it's painted. I mean, I don't know. I'm no expert on the end of his tail. It's not my favourite part of him by a long shot. Looks like a horse's. I'll just put him in this aggressive stance again because I really like the way it looks when you do stuff like this. I just spent a moment messing with the tail, but wanted him slightly stepping forward with the arms out. Just full raw mode. kind of pictured him running with this one. I wanted the tail kind of dragging behind him as he's coming for whatever he's coming for. But again, the poseability is really good on him. So my final thoughts, folks, are that this is for me personally, like a 7 out of 10 figure. It's a great sculpt. It's all there. The poseability is really good on him, but the paintwork is pretty lackluster. It's the first experience I've ever had with this company, SH Monster Arts. This is my first figure from them, and it's not a very nice introduction as far as the paint app goes. It's just really lacking. And I've seen videos on YouTube, all of them pretty much, for when this was initially released, and people were reviewing it on YouTube and mentioning how it was a major step down from what they were used to getting from this company. So for me, as a first time experience with this company, yeah, I like the sculpt very much. I like the poseability very much too, but the paint app is really letting it down. So the best I can give it is 7 out of 10, and that's it. I'm glad he's here. I probably will repaint parts of him, and I will let you know how that looks. But if you're new to the Shin Godzilla thing like I was about 2 weeks ago, you know, as far as collecting stuff from the Shin Godzilla movie, if you're prepared to spend the kind of money that this figure costs on eBay right now, brand new, then I really would suggest you save yourself a fair bit of cash, and as long as you're not worried about articulation, I would go for the Bam Presto vinyl figure, because it is just so much better looking. But obviously there's no articulation with that, whereas with this you do have some pretty decent articulation, and to an extent you can come up with your own individual kind of look for Shin on your shelf, but not too much. You basically either have him roaring up, roaring down, or looking up with the mouth closed, looking down with the mouth closed, slightly turning to the side, moving the tail around. Yeah, 7 out of 10 for me for this piece. But that's it for now, folks. Thanks for watching. There's plenty more Shin Godzilla stuff coming up on the channel. And don't worry, everyone else who is waiting for the horror videos to come back. There's plenty of that coming in October and later on this month as well. Got some other stuff coming. Obviously, we've got the Halloween Kills mask is being released on Thursday. Well, it's been released some places in America, I guess, already. But I know that Mad About Horror, they start selling it on Thursday, so I'm going to order one then. And shortly after, I'll be doing a review on that and then rehauling one for the first time. So as far as, you know, Halloween Ends goes, I've never done that before. It's still a bit early, to be honest, because there's not that many really good looks at the mask yet. But we'll get talking about all that very soon. So there's plenty of cool stuff coming up on the channel, folks. Thank you for putting up with all my Shin Godzilla videos, and forgive me for the ones that are coming up soon as well. But you guys are awesome. Thank you for being out there and being supportive, and being great friends. Enjoy the hobby. I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Bye bye.